what a proud day for Connecticut. The first meeting we had with Treasurer Wooden, the Black and Puerto Rican Caucus was all in. Representative Gibson and I had the opportunity to meet with the Treasurer and with our Speaker and with all our colleagues in the BPRC. This was one of the bills that had almost 100% buy-in immediately. And number two, we saw an opportunity right off the rip, we saw an opportunity that was going to serve all 169 towns and cities and the municipalities here in the state of Connecticut. And just looking at the numbers, as far as Husky's concerned, 168 out of 169 towns and municipalities immediately qualify. So it shows you an equal spread, if you will. And the speaker spoke about financial literacy, a huge and important topic which the BPRC is going to take on as an ongoing topic of discussion in our short session, because that is the foundation in which you continue to build equity and upward mobility. This money is immensely important to families that are just getting by. And I've spoken on this topic several times. I was one of those children that really very fortunate to get out of the situation I was in. I was the first person in my family to graduate from anywhere. And so it completely will change the landscape looking forward. I'm really excited about this. And lastly, most importantly, the Black and Puerto Rican Caucus has 9 pillars. This baby bond actually fills all 9 buckets. And it's really important when we start talking about equity and equality and what the balanced field looks like. This is how you start transforming a state and then a nation.
I'm glad that we were able to form a team. And although this bill, it passed without a lot of fight on the floor relatively, it only did that because it was a great bill and because we pushed on it, because we knew it was going to be a great bill. I remember the day that we had a Zoom meeting with Treasurer Wooden, and the idea, the concept first came up. And I'd like to thank you for your vision. I would like to speak as a father and as an educator. Here in the city of Hartford, in the state of Connecticut, as an educator, I work with kids and I work with families. And, I would dare to say that, this bill attacks a tale of two cities. You have a state, whereas you have one of the largest educational gaps in the country. You have a state, whereas you have one of the largest economic gaps in the country. This bill goes right through the tail of those two cities or two states, if you will, to attack and bring that together. And so, us as a team, everyone up here, thank you for everything that you have done, we have done. And Mr. Speaker, Mr. Matt Ritter is a very humble guy. He won't tell you how many times we're in his office bugging him about baby bonds and other things. But thank you for your leadership, Mr. Speaker. And so with saying that, this is an outstanding bill. We're glad it happened. Just imagine if we could have done this a long time ago, where we would be. Many of us have just gone through graduations. My daughter just graduated from high school, Bloomfield High School. And fortunate enough, we were able to save some pennies together and get into college. But again, the tale of two cities. There's a lot of students who aren't going to be able to do that this year. And they're struggling as far as education, as far as going to a college, or even those who want to go to a trade school, or start a business, or buy a home. So this right here is a good first step in correcting all the injustices that exist in our state. And I will say this, Treasurer Wooden, you had another initiative when we had that first Zoom meeting. We're with you as the Black and Puerto Rican Caucus and the state legislature to get that to happen.